TigerNet.com. One of your teammates told me that what makes you so valuable as a snapper is you're hard to block, especially once you get the ball snapped. Why is that? And what makes you hard to block?
Yeah, I got into long snapping kind of late in my career. I really didn't start long snapping till my end of my senior year, and that wasn't even it. So my whole life I've been playing. I was a linebacker. I was a guard. I was a D end. I played lacrosse growing up. So I really have an understanding of how to play the game besides just being a long snapper. And so I understand, leverage, angles, and how to get away from guys, because most of the time, one thing I've learned since playing is on every punt I go out there for, I am probably, if not the most unathletic guy on that field. So I have to figure out how to get away from them without them really getting their hands on me. So, having that background of playing other sports growing up and not just being a long snapper really has helped me. And I think that's why I'm good at not getting blocked. So.
You're usually one of the first people to meet the guy catching the ball after a punt. Is it a challenge to be the first one there?
Yeah, I mean that's props to Aiden Swanson, because I'm slow, so he pops that ball up pretty high, allows me to get some time to get there. But it is a challenge for me. I don't do too much. I snap the ball, but it's a responsibility for me, and I take it as a challenge to be the first one down there, because the other guys got many other plays to play, and they got to go play defense or offense or whatever position they are. I got this punt, so I'm going to make it as good as I can. So that's why I really challenge myself to be the first one down there.
John, while you're talking about playing other sports, anything from like lacrosse translate over in terms of making sure people can get that?
Yeah, I played lacrosse all my life growing up. That was actually my main sport. But, yeah, it translates for sure. I mean, lacrosse, I was a defender, so it taught me a lot about angles and where people plan on going and kind of where to position your body. And, it has helped me with my movement for sure. And if, that punt returner is probably way more athletic than me, and I got to make sure he goes where I want him to go, whether that's the sideline or towards my help. And so that really helped translate me, because in lacrosse you need to know as a defender where your help is, and that's definitely helped me growing up, going forward with it.
So I think you were doing kick snaps and then you switched to punt. Like, what's obviously, other than it just being a lot longer back there, like what's the difference in terms of?
Yeah. Obviously the length of the snap is a big point, but obviously you have to use your athleticism after the snap. I mean, when I was doing just field goals, it was snap, lift your head up, and hope that BT makes the kick. And but with punt, it's a whole play. You have to snap the ball and then run down there and see what you can do, see what you can make happen. And so it is two different spots for sure, two different motions with your snap. Obviously, you got to give a little more oomph to the ball to get it back there. But yeah, I love the transition. I really love playing punt. Obviously, I wish I could do both, but I love what I'm doing right now, and I'm giving it my all. So.
I think we heard that your kick snaps were coming in with the laces.
Yeah.
Towards. It's like, how do you even try to make that not happen?
Yeah. I had trouble with that in the spring and fall, in the spring and this fall. That's why we made the change. It's very detailed oriented. The guy could catch it 2 inches further than he actually caught it, and it could change where the laces are. But it's all about repetition with the guy. And this fall mine weren't as good as Holden's, and that's why he's is a field goal snapper right now. But it's little details to it, right? If a guy catches the ball 4 inches further back than he did the one before, laces are going to be different, and it makes a difference for the kicker, because one, mentally the kicker doesn't want to see the laces, and then the spin obviously makes a difference. So I'm just glad that they're helping John out back there, because he's doing well. So yeah, that's kind of how it works.
What is the relationship like between you and Holden? Obviously, you're competing.
Yeah.
Spot, but
Yeah, it's a good relationship for sure. I mean, he's a great snapper. I'm blessed to have a kid as talented as him be my competition per se, because iron sharpens iron, and I have to be on my A game every day to compete with him. And we have a good relationship. We respect each other. We respect what we do. We're friends. But at the end of the day, you know, we're both fighting for the same spot. But it's healthy competition, I would say the least, because that's how it has to be. And we both have so much respect for each other, and I have so much respect for him because he's one heck of a long snapper, and I really gotta be on my A game to play here at Clemson with him being there. So he's a great guy, great person. Love the guy.
So Saturday you see the ball pop free, and you jump on it, you get your legs cut out from underneath you, but you're standing there looking into the hill, you're looking into the students, you've got the ball in your hand. What was that moment like for you?
In the moment, to be honest with you, I didn't really know what was happening. It happened so fast and so quick that when I popped up, I didn't really know what to do because, you know, you dream about a moment like that, but you never really know what you're going to do when it actually happens. And so you could tell on the film, I kind of stand up and look around, and all my teammates are telling me, run to the end zone, like, go celebrate. And I was like, oh, we get to do this now? Let's go. So it was a surreal moment. And now that I look back at it, it was undoubtedly a highlight of my career. Just how far I've come through my whole journey of being here at Clemson, and you know, to get that one moment where the whole crowd is cheering for you, and you hear your name on the loudspeaker, and you look up, and your parents are cheering, and you know, there's nothing that can beat that. And I'm just thankful every day that I had the opportunity to do this. So yeah, it was I'll never forget it. I guess I'll never forget it. Yeah.
What was it like for them to see that?
Oh, they were so excited and just so happy. I think my mom cried when it happened because she was so happy about it. But you know, my parents obviously sacrificed a lot for me to be here, and you know, we got school, and they got to help pay for it with me with my student loans and everything. And you know, they sacrificed just as much as I did to be on this team, and you know, to see it kind of pay off in a sense of having that moment in a big game against Notre Dame, and for me to make that impact play per se is they were just so happy. My brother was just so proud of me. My dad was happy. My mom was wanting to tell everyone. They were getting text messages at the wazoo, calls, and I just love that for them because you know, they work so hard for me to be here, and I'm just glad they can enjoy a little bit of it, you know. Yeah, my phone was going off a little bit. It was cool. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm the long snapper, so nobody really knows my name, so it's glad I get an interview of like a good thing because normally you'd be interviewing me if something bad happened. But yeah, it was cool to get a little recognition for once. But I mean, I give all the credit to Aiden Swanson. I mean, his punting was insane on Saturday, and I just think everybody saw it, and he really gave me an opportunity to get there and be in the right position, and a little bit of luck, that ball popped into my hand, so I'm happy about it.
For you, what's next? You did that micro internship at the ranch in Montana.
Yeah.
Then went totally different, went to Google in Montana. What are you hoping to do with all this?
Right now, you know, I'm focused on football and school. I don't like to think too far ahead in this per se. I have some time of eligibility that I'm going to use, and I think it would be almost insulting to all the work I put in if I look too far ahead. I mean, this is an amazing experience playing for Clemson and playing this level of football that kids wish and dream for, and would die for it. And it would be just disrespectful for me to look forward and not enjoy every part of this. And so going forward, I'll figure something out, but I really just want to enjoy every moment of being at Clemson and having these experiences I have, because nobody gets to experience what I just experienced on Saturday. And I can't take that for granted at all and think what's next, but just enjoy the moment and where I am and just be so thankful for being a part of Clemson and going to this amazing university. So yeah, we'll figure that out once we get there. Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously down the line. If I feel like I would have a chance at it, I might give it a try. But, I mean, when I started this journey, that wasn't even in the cards for me. It was just get to Clemson and see where it goes from there. And, you know, obviously just focus on my college career, focus on having the best experience I can here. And years down the line, if that's in the cards, I'll give it my best, give it my all and see what happens. But, again, this is what I'm doing is one of the coolest, most amazing things in my life. And I got to enjoy every second of it. And we'll see. Pick my head up after college and see where I am, and we'll see where life goes.
Any questions for Phil from Zoom?
Yeah, hey, Scott Keeper with the Greenville News. So are you telling me that did you snap at all in high school?
So funny story. I dabbled in it, I would say. But my senior year, they needed a long snapper, and they said I could get out of practice for about 30 minutes to practice long snapping. So I thought, all right, let's do that. You know, less running. So I started doing it, and then we had a new coach. His name's Mike Solwald, and he came up to me and he said, "Hey, dude, like you're pretty good at this. You wanna play in college?" And I was like, "Yeah, but who does this in college? Like that's weird, right?" And he said, "Well, I played 6 years in the NFL and won a Super Bowl with the Bucs, so it's pretty nice." So from there, I decided, all right, let's go after it. So after my senior season, COVID hit, and I just thought, all right, I'm going to figure out how to long snap. You know, that's going to be my goal during COVID. So that's what I did, and yeah, it's been working out so far, I would say. So.
Well, I'd say so. But going back to your ability to not be blocked, do you have a vast repertoire of evasive tactics to avoid being blocked, like a spin move or a duck move? Or anything in particular?
I haven't pulled those ones out. I haven't pulled out a spin move or anything like that. I played linebacker and D-line my whole life, so I kind of understood, you know, to get guys' hands off of me. And I have longer arms, so my goal is to just keep them as far away from me as I can, and if I can, try to throw them down. But I don't have too many moves in there. I just try my best to make sure this guy doesn't block me. And I'm usually bigger than the guy, so it helps too. Of course.
Anybody else for Phil? All right, appreciate you, Will.
All right, thank you guys.